welcome to Wellness with Terri. I'm going to film another chair stretch series for those of you who have a short amount of time and just want to work specific parts of your body from the chair to just feel a little bit better in your body as we sit at home or work at home or whatever it is that we're doing currently. So as you can see, I have my feet on a block, but you can use anything that brings your feet up so that your hips are level with your knees. And we're just going to take a moment and tune in to our bodies by finding our breath. So sitting up tall, back against the chair, we're going to close our eyes lightly and begin to breathe. Deep, full breaths in and out. Just bringing our awareness to our bodies. Not trying to manipulate the breath yet, just taking some deep, full breaths. Taking your little scan from the crown of your head down to your feet in any way that you want to. Just bring your awareness to your whole body from top to bottom. Let's just take a moment to bring our hands, one hand to our heart, one hand to our belly, and just take a moment to listen to whatever our inner voice is telling us. Maybe there's something we need to let go of today. Maybe there's some positivity that we need to breathe in. Maybe that inner voice is giving you direction on setting just a small and short intention for today. Maybe you want to bring your hands to heart center and just take 3 breaths with that intention, that special positive thought. Let's release that. All right, we're going to work on warming up our shoulders today and stretching those shoulders out. So let's start by just making sure we have some movement first. So let's bring our arms out to the side, thumbs up, and just start to make some tiny circles. Maybe start forward, but it doesn't matter. You can go either direction. We're just going to take those arms in a circle, continuing to breathe. And now let's take them in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Let's shake them out for a moment and then reach them forward. We're going to take our wrists, activate our wrists by lifting up our fingers, then pointing them down. One more. And release. So I'm going to move a little bit forward, which means I will move my block out of my way so my feet can stay on the floor. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So we're going to close our eyes so we can feel this movement. Sit up tall and roll the shoulders back. Just big, beautiful circles, rolling it back. Breathe in deep and full. One more. Now roll them forward. Nice. All right, now we're going to try elbows. Really warming the arms and the shoulders up. Take it backwards. And now forward. Now this will be depending on your shoulders. I'm going to go for some full arms. I'm probably going to hit the wall behind me, so I'm going to move a little bit more forward. If this doesn't work for you, take one of those other 2 levels, but here we go. 6 times. And now forward. All right, if you're moved to the front of your chair, you should be able to let your arms swing just a little bit. We don't want to go so far that we crash into the back of our chair or the wall, but just some loose swings here. All right, and now we're going to take it into a twist. So if you can use part of the seat of the chair or the back of the chair to come into a twist. And then we're going to take it to the other side, twist. Going back to that first side, maybe you're able to go a little deeper. And other side. All right, reaching back for something that's stable behind you. We're going to work on our posture here. So we're going to take the shoulders up, back, and down. So we're going to feel that opening through the chest. We're going to lean forward so our arms are hanging on and straight, and we're getting a stretch through the arm. And then we're going to focus in on our shoulder blades, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, waking up the strength there for our really nice posture. Back of the neck is flat, the whole back is flat. You're probably leaning forward a little bit to activate the arms, taking some deep breaths. One more breath. And release. Shake that out. Ooh, good stretch. That felt good to me anyway. Okay, let's do some seated cat-cows. So you can do these a couple of different ways. You can hang on to the bottom of the chair and come forward into your cow and then into your cat. You can reach behind and make it a little more. It's kind of whatever kind of chair you're in, however it's comfortable for you. We're going to go cow and cat. So you don't even have to hang on if you don't want to. You could probably do it just from seated. So we're going to open up into cow and then arch into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to check in with our neck. So push it back if you want to grab your block to make things equal here. We're going to just take, now that our neck is a little bit warmer, we're just going to start movement side to side, gentle. Hands can be wherever it's comfortable for you. And then we're going to go chin down and chin up. Still breathing. And now we're going to go ear to shoulder. Nice. All right. Sitting up tall again, let's draw an elbow across. So now we're stretching the back of that arm. Maybe you're feeling a slight pull through the shoulders. Back of the neck long here. Let's take it deeper. You can lift it up, or if you want, you can reach behind and interlace. I'm going to go for the other side now. And taking it deeper. Back of the arm gets a stretch. And release. Shake that out. All right, we're going to move forward on our chair again. This time I want to do the seated cat-cow a little differently. I want to do it full arms out. So we're going to take those arms out, draw the shoulders back and away, make your trench. Make sure your feet are solid on something. We're going to come forward, cat, open up, inhale, cow. Adding more arms to this. Feel the power between your shoulders. One more time. And release. All right, pushing back again. We're gonna go into a little cat-cow, or sorry, not a little cat-cow, we did that already. Sorry, we're gonna go into some eagle arms. So I'm comfortable, my feet are pretty close to being even here, but if you wanna grab your block and stick it back in place, you can do that. We're gonna do this seated, so right over left. So the first move, if it feels good to you, is to just hug, aligning your elbows with one another. You can take it up and try to reach the back of your hands together, or if you're able, take it all the way around. And if you get it all the way around, everything intertwined here, you're gonna pull the shoulders down and away. Continue to breathe and then tilt your elbows like you're touching something right in front of your elbows. So you're not lifting up to get there, you're tilting out, increasing that stretch across your shoulders. Imagine all the tension, all the short muscles that are scrunched up in your neck, giving you some trouble in your shoulders. They're all lengthening as you breathe. One more breath, in and out. And release, shake it out. Move it around. Going to do the other side now. Eagle arms, other side. So left comes over the right. Let's start with our wrap, just in case you'd ever try the easier versions to see if they feel good. Give yourself a hug. You're doing a great job. Then let's bring those hands together, back to the hands together, or all coming into your full wrap. Pull the shoulders back and down. Tilt those elbows away. Breathe. One more breath. And release, just getting those shoulders and the neck loosened up. So we're going to come a little bit forward on our chair now. We're going to take some inhales up. Big breath in, reach and stretch. Draw the shoulders back into place. Exhale out when you're ready. So just use your breath. Inhale up. Exhale out. One more. This time when you go up, interlace, lift, stretch, and then just lean gently side to side, waking up your obliques. One more time each way. And now we're going to take it forward. So we're going to bring our hands down. Maybe you need your block to bring the floor closer. You need to be able to make sure you're staying in your seat, but I want you to kind of reach away so that your arms are stretching. Your feet are about hips distance apart. And you're getting a stretch through the arms, maybe letting that stretch go all the way down your back to what's happening back here in your hips or your low back. If you want to adjust, if it feels much better for you to go wide and to get down low, adjust it so that you feel good here. However it is, if you don't even need the block once you go a little wider. Try to let your head hang if you're able to. Moving your head and shaking it yes and no to keep it loose. Thinking about where you feel the stretch. Maybe it's the inner legs or the outer hips or the back or the low back. And at this time I'm moving my feet around because my feet are very tender these days. I'm not sure why. I must be wearing different shoes, so they keep cramping. So I'm doing that at the same time. When you're ready, walk it back. And let's come all the way up. All right. So we're going to do just a little bit of a round of kind of like a forward fold round from our seated chair position here. We're going to take it up. And then we're going to bring it forward. Maybe it's more like a sunflower in the chair. Up. Activate your core, coming down nice and slow. Just a couple more of those, up and down. Last one. Walk those feet in a little. We're gonna come. It's really hard for me to demonstrate a halfway lift in this. So I'm gonna bring my hands up to my shins and just kind of take my shoulders and pull them back and lengthen through my back. So it's kind of like a halfway lift, but find your own position that feels like a good stretch for you. And then relax it down for a moment. And then inhale it back up and stretch out long through the spine. And on your next exhale, take it back down. One more of those. Inhale it up, stretch it out. I'm pressing away from my shins, firing up my shoulder blades, and then exhale back down. Shaking that head yes and no for a moment. So make sure you're stable here. We're gonna reach behind, and if you're able, interlace those fingers. Curl those shoulders back, lift those arms up, take a big stretch here. If you can't, just keep doing the lifting up and the extending away, stretching your back out. That works too. When you're ready, release and take it all the way up. Nice. All right, we're just gonna do a couple more stretches in this chair here. Let's just wake up those legs. So I'm gonna have you just bounce, kick it out, stretch it out. Just move those legs around for a moment. We haven't really done a whole lot with our legs. My calves are a little tight, so it feels good to stretch out one at a time and just really press through that heel. Can't really do this wrong. Just giving you some ideas in a chair just to keep your body stretched out and feeling good. Concentrated most on the shoulder, neck situation and arms, but I want to do a little bit for our legs. Let's check in with our feet. Stretching out, pressing out through the ball of the foot, the ankle. Make sure you're giving the ankle some love here. Nice. All right, we're just gonna lift up our left ankle to the knee. Hips, hips. Take a lot of abuse when we change our routines. Sometimes we're sitting more, or in this case, sometimes we're out walking more or running more, and we just need to give some love to our hips. So use the back of your chair to sit up nice and tall. Use your hand on that knee to just press down. See if you can get your leg nice and straight, just like the front of your mat would be. Activate your foot if you want to. Breathe. If this isn't giving you enough, you can certainly add on by bringing it up, cradle the baby, however deep you need to go. I'm not even going to go there today because this is where I need to be. So just a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to shake that out. Let's do a few more of the stretching those legs out. Moving the ankles around, however you want to do it. And we're going to switch sides. So now it's the right leg's turn to come up. And remember, if this is not enough for you to just sit, press down on the knee, you can see how much higher my right knee is than my left was. It means I'm tighter here on the outside, so I'm just going to stay here, but you can cradle your baby seated, go as far as you need to get your stretch on the right side. And we breathe. Beautiful. And release. All right, so we gave some things for your neck that you could do. We did some things for our shoulders and arms, warm up and then stretch out. And we just did a little bit for our legs. So I'm hoping you can use those in whatever way works for you in your home routine or in your office routine or just every once in a while so you don't get stuck in your position. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you. Stay safe